Tonight, the National Environmental Management Authority remains on the spotlight over the lead poisoning of dozens of residents of Owino Uhuru slums by the metal refinery EPZ Limited.
Well, NEMA is shifting the blame over the operations of the company to the Mombasa District Health Officer John Ndungu. Now, the factory is at the center of a lead poisoning saga which has led to the deaths of children and brought untold suffering to the residents of Owino Uhuru slums in Mombasa.
Rita Tinina has the details. Death, suffering and shattered lives. The agony of residents of Owino Uhuru slums in Mombasa County dealing with the effects of lead poisoning from the metal refinery EPZ Limited. Their plight was exposed by KTN's Jichopevu, Futari ya Sumu by Mohammed Ali and John Allan Namu's Inside Story, Plague for Profit. As residents continue crying out for justice, the big question remains: how and why did authorities allow metal refinery EPZ Limited to operate without adhering to environmental protection guidelines to ensure workers and residents were not exposed to lead emissions? The National Environment Management Authority, which issued the metal refinery EPZ Limited with an operating license in February 2008, is laying the blame on the Mombasa District Health Officer John Ndungu. In a statement, the Director General of NEMA, Professor Geoffrey Wahungu, says NEMA issued a closure order to the factory on the 3rd of October 2013, following complaints over the operations of the factory. But the factory would soon be up and running again. Professor Wahungu says John Ndungu, the Mombasa District Public Health Officer, gave NEMA an inspection report confirming that the factory had complied with all the conditions required. According to Professor Wahungu, Ndungu recommended that the cessation order be lifted and the company allowed to resume operations. But did NEMA independently verify that all was well at the factory? Metal Refinery EPZ Limited was later to transfer its environmental impact assessment license to Max Industries Limited on the 26th of April 2013. But the operations remain the same, only under a new name. An audit by an interagency inspection team found illegal operations by Max Industries and the factory was ordered closed on the 27th of November 2013. The Mombasa County Director of Environment says tests to establish the level of lead toxicity in Owino Uhuru slums will be carried out.
There must be more tests to be done. Soil sampling, water sampling.
NEMA, it appears, slept on the job, and Jichopevu and the Inside Story did what NEMA should have done in the first place. In Futari ya Sumu and Plague for Profit, Mohammed Ali and John Allan Namu contracted experts to establish the level of toxicity not only in water and soil, but also in the blood of 55 people. All the 55 had traces of lead in their blood. The water and soil samples also had traces of lead. 2 days after the KTN expose first aired, a team of NEMA officers tried to access the abandoned Max Industries factory. They were at first denied access by people guarding the facility, but later managed to gain entry. NEMA says it has started a decommissioning strategy for the facility, a move that will come a little too late for Owino Uhuru residents whose lives have been changed forever by lead poisoning. Rita Tinina, KTN.
Exposed radioactive or other hazardous materials in the course of your duties. Contact your radio